Short interest on this has got to be through the roof. Either that or companies selling shares. But, I mean, we won't know that until he puts out a filing or something. Or you would have think he would have said it ahead of time. Not so sure how that offering thing works. Been managing to hold it around this 226. You know, close within a couple cents, but I don't know, it's hard to say. Really looks like they might just make this great big loop here. If that's how it works. Unless they run it down to, they want to go to 2. Or that 196 or whatever that next support is. But certainly not looking good. Unless we get a huge push up here. I mean, the volume's low. So if they had a ton of short shares, you know they'd be pushing hard. So they must not. They must be just, just using enough to break any kind of momentum. So, I mean, this thing could just pop at any time. I mean, you're looking at, short interest, all the data and all the sites and everything, they say, 45, 46, 47 million, but I'll bet you any money we're over 50. It have to be. And it's probably 22, 23% short. But they have all kinds of ways to manipulate that. So that the data doesn't come out. And then I saw failure to delivers are way up too. So there's all kinds of things with the short exempts and all this other bullshit that they pull. It's crazy. But I mean, what can you say about this really? I mean, they're at 20, you're at 27, and they're still trying to push it down. Like I say, unless we get a good push up, get back into this trend, I just see this doing this great big loop here till it comes back up. So you're going to be towards the end of the month, next month maybe, before they run it. If shorts can hold out that long, that's the catch. I mean, any given time, I mean, there's quite a bit of volume right here up by earnings, and now it's tapering off. But I mean, they shorted the hell out of this to get it down. So, I mean, at some point, they're going to have to cover. And if nobody's selling, I think with the market being so red, institutions are just hanging back because they don't care, If they know where the company's going and they're going to hold on to them, they just buy a few here and buy a few there. When it gets down to a real bad point, they might suck up a few shares, bring their lower their average or something. But I mean, they don't care about the daily stuff. They look at it as a monthly thing or a yearly thing. So it's different if the market is booming, but the way it's been crashing here, but like I say, unless we can get a good push up and force shorts to cover, they're probably just going to drag this out as long as possible. But once they, once you start getting low on short shares and everything, and institutions start buying up a little bit, you had that conference thing today, so get some new institutions that want to get in. It wouldn't take much for this to pop. Be nice to see it soon. I got a ton of options that are going to expire this week. Oh, that was dumb. I knew I should have never held them. All right, well, let's see what happens after hours and pre-market tomorrow. Maybe we'll get a boomer. Who knows? But I mean, you can almost expect this to drag out and be into September before we get back up to this 326, unless they get a huge push. I mean, that's just the way it looks to me. It looks like it's just going to do this stagger around down here. If they can't push it down, they'll stagger it around here and let people buy options and puts to see which way they'll push it, you know. The minute everybody buys puts thinking it's going down, then they'll push it up. So it's just a little gameplay, you know. That's why, yeah, you're actually better off having shares right now. That's what I should have done. I should have bought shares. Damn it. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.